everyone, Sophia here, My Great Challenger. Welcome back to my channel and my Esty Shop, Frenchy and Tubby. I'm going to feature 7 items that will be in the shop tomorrow, Friday, May 10th at 5 p.m. Eastern. So, they're all small items, and there's a reason for that. I'm pressed on time and I can't spend a lot of time wrapping stuff, and also I'm out of boxes, so I have to do little things. So I'm doing all my little items today, and let me start with the ones that are in the thumbnail. They are adorable, I love them, and I learned a ton as I was researching them. So these are Gobel, not to be confused with Hummel, which is kind of the same thing but a little bit different. These are 1957 Gobel, West Germany, porcelain praying children. You see them? Look at the boy. He's got his pajamas hanging out. I love it. They are darling. They're absolutely darling. Let me see if I can give you close-ups, because they're hand painted and they are so precious. Okay, so here's the little boy. Okay, look at this little face. All right. Okay, and here's the little girl. Oh, and they have so many details. So in the back, she has the little bow right here. And look, she's got like a little twirl of hair. They're very detailed. They're by an artist named Charlot By. They are called A Child's Prayer. And they are signed, stamp 1957. Now, I thought Gobel and Hummel were different companies. They kind of are, and then again they're not. So I learned a lot doing research. So what did I learn? Gobel is a German company. They started in 1879, and at the time they were just doing regular figurines and porcelain plates, things like that. No big deal. And then in 1934 there was a nun. Let me see what her name was. It was Maria Annunziata, I think. Sister Maria Annunziata, in 1934, from a convent in Germany. She started as a way of raising money for her convent. She was an artist. She went to art school, and then in 34 entered the convent and started to raise money for her convent by producing children art, portraits of children, children at play, things like this. And Gobel really liked her artwork and contacted her and asked her to partner with them. Of course, most of the profit would go directly to the convent, and if she would agree and the convent would agree, to translate her paintings and her artwork into figurines, into children figurines. And she said, well, yeah, we can do that. So for a very long time they did it, but they did it under a different name, and they did it under her maiden name, her name before she became Sister Maria Annunziata, and her maiden name was Hummel. So the brand Hummel is actually Gobel, but they are the designs of the artwork from Sister Maria Annunziata. How didn't know that? It's such a wonderful story. So she died in 1946, and I think from some pulmonary lung disease, and the convent continued to have complete oversight over the production of Hummel figurines. Like, they would approve which ones of the drawings they would produce as figurines, because she left hundreds of drawings behind her that were never produced as figurines. So because they were very popular, the Hummel figurines, as children, Gobel made figurines as well, but those were not Sister Maria Annunziata. These were Gobel, and the designer is Charlot By, B-Y-I. So Gobel made their own, and then they made the ones that were designed by Sister Maria Annunciata. I didn't know that. I think this is great. So these are Gobel. They're not by the sister, not by the nun. It's a boy and a girl in pajamas praying, obviously, before they go to bed. She's very proper. Look at her little toes tucked underneath her. And then I love the fact that it's pajamas. It's just typical of boys. If you have boys, you know what I'm talking about. I do, so I know. His butt hanging out. They are absolutely darling. They're hand painted, 1957, very vintage, in pristine condition. Not a scratch, not a chip, not a crack. A little bit of crazing, like you'll see in the picture, but it's just so faint. They are darling. I love them. They're really cute. The little blush on their face, they are so cute. Anyway, Gobel figurines. That same day when I was sourcing stuff, I found these, and these are also Gobel. And I guess maybe the updated version of the ones I just showed you. These are from 1963. They are also by Gobel. They are also by the same artist. It says by, B-Y-I on it. Doesn't say Charlot. It's called The Way to Pray. It's a brother and sister, and it's a sister showing her brother how to pray. 1963. Look at this. Isn't it darling? So this is more of a glossy finish on it. Same thing. Perfect condition. Let me see if I can give you really good close-ups on this. Look at his face. And look at her face. Oh, so 57 and 63, if you want to compare designs. They are really cute. And they still have the little sticker that say The Way to Pray. Perfect condition. These are perfect. There's no crazing, no chip, no fading, no discoloration, nothing. She's got her mouth open telling him how to do it. Oh, this is the cutest. They're very animated. It's a lot of dynamic in it. So I had this item on the shelf for a couple of videos. You probably noticed it. And I know I've had questions about it. This is so cool. I've never seen anything like this. This is by a potter named Bay. And apparently Bay does a lot of those in different animals. It functions as both a sculpture decorative piece and a functional one, a candle holder. So standing, gotta put my glasses again. Here we go. Standing, it's a cat, right? Really cool, see-through. So depending on the background you put it against, be able to see it, all right? But let me show you on the side. Really nice glaze. And it's a heavy piece actually. Look at the glaze. It's really pretty. It's like a drip in brown, greenish, some blue, dark gray. But if you want to use it as a candle holder, you just place it like this and you put your votive candle in it. Oh, very clever. It's really clever. So you put the candle here, you know, votive that's up to here, I guess, or a little bit higher. And when you don't use it as a candle holder, you just bring it back up. It's really neat. So here's the signature here in the back that says Bay. And I've seen others. I've seen dogs. I think I've seen a monkey, and I've seen the cat in different colors. This is really neat. Cat collectors would absolutely love this. Anybody who's a pottery animal collector would love this. Anybody who likes to collect unique things would like this, because this is very unique. This is, again, never seen anything like this before. Quite frankly, I don't think I will ever see it again. It's really well made. I don't know how they make it. I'm going to assume that it is a press, like a stamp. like it's pushed through a stamp and then it's cut. I think that's how they make it, and then they add the back of it. But anyway, it's a cat candle holder slash sculpture figurine. Next item is a vase. So sometimes I have vases like this one. There are, oh man, this is heavy. They're really fussy, you know, lots of cut, lots of refraction, flowers, etching, very busy. And some people don't like that, and I get it. Some people like a more subdued, modern, understated type vase. Well, I have one. This is Lenox. It's called Windswept, and this is very understated and modern. It's basically two-tone, frost and clear, and it has this movement. We have a plane above us. It just has this movement, like not a tornado, but like obviously wind going around it. It's a bud vase. It's crystal by Lenox. It's a very nice vase. It's a bud, so it's not very tall. Put a few blooms in there, a few twigs or whatever, or you use it for pens. It's only 4.5 inches tall, but because it's a modern, kind of slick and understated kind of look, goes anywhere. You know, it's not gonna clash with any decor, and you can use it to corral pens. You know, it's very nice. It's not particularly my style. It's not fussy enough for me, because you know, I like floral and fussy. But this one I think is very pretty. So again, this is I need to wash it. This is Windswept by Lenox. I never thought of Lenox as doing modern things like this. I always thought Mikasa was more of a modern crystal maker. But anyway, yeah. Alright, when I come back, porcelain. Okay, so this one I am struggling, really struggling not to keep it. So the Japanese, a long time ago, created a porcelain method called lithophane. And you've probably seen it, well, if you watch my videos for a long time. I used to have teacups, and when you were looking at the bottom of the teacup, you would see a geisha at the bottom, right? It's basically an image that is created by having different thickness in the porcelain. Limoges perfected it. Yeah, I'll say it. Limoges perfected it in the 1800s. And the lithophane fairy light became very popular as a result in the late 1800s. And Bernardo, which is a high-end brand of Limoges porcelain, started making those fairy lights, and they have a whole series, a whole collection of them. Now, I thought I had a tea light to show it to you, and I don't. So what I did was take one of Anna's Kindle candles, and I took pictures, so I will show you. So basically what it is you put your candle here, you know, a tea light or a short votive candle. It's bisque porcelain, meaning that it's unglazed, so it's a matte finish. You light your candle and you put this on. And then the dome here is, back in the days they used to sculpt it, but now of course it is entirely pressed. It has a scene, and the scene all around it, because it has different thickness, will show differently with the candle glow. So I'm going to show you pictures that I took having Anna's candle behind it, so you can see what it will look like. And this is by far, in my opinion, because I've looked at a lot of them online, probably the one that is the most intricate and the one that is the most detail. A lot of them are very repetitive. It's, for instance, you would get like the same butterfly all around, this like a pattern. This one is a full scene, and it's the nativity scene when the three kings come to visit baby Jesus, Mary and Joseph. So here are the pictures, and you can see the difference in contrast between the thickness of the porcelain, and it is absolutely magical how the scenery and how the image appears by just having the glow of the candle in the back of it. Isn't it amazing? I think this is stunning. It is so pretty. Why keep it only for Christmas season? This is one of those things that you want to have all year long. It is beautiful. Because you're going to put a candle in it, eventually, I would assume, unless you use soy, you're going to get some soot on the inside, so you want to wash it once in a while. Those are expensive, brand new. They're a little bit over $100, you know. But the technique that goes into creating this is phenomenal. It is a painting, really, but it's a painting that they did in relief. And the detail, even the fabric, the designs on the fabric, the everything is in there. They're not missing any detail. It's absolutely beautiful. I would totally keep this, and I can see why people collect them. So if you go online on the Bernardo website, you're going to see that they don't just do the fairy light like this with the dome. They also do them, if you don't want the candle, they also do them as plugins with a panel, right? Or they do them as lamps. Those are a little expensive, but they are amazing. I would totally keep this. Okay, so this is a Bernardo nativity scene, lithophane, fairy light. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is exquisite craftsmanship, really. Okay, next one. More white porcelain, more bisque, unfinished porcelain. But this one is by Gorm. It's called Linen Flowers, handcrafted in Japan. You know Gorm, right? You've heard of them. It's beautiful. I'm not sure if it's lilies. It looks like lilies to me. It's a trinket box, right? With beautiful top. The inside is glazed. So you see the inside is shiny. Let me see if I can give you close-ups on that. Okay, here we go. Look at this. It's a beautiful jar. Trinket box. I'm gonna call it a jar. This would be perfect for tea, to keep loose tea, or candy, or even bath powder. Put your bath powder in there and a puff. Why not? It's very pretty. It's very delicate, very elegant. Let me see if I can give you a close-up of the flower right here. See that? It's a very nice jar. By Gorm. Linen Flowers. Established 1831. It's so small. Even with my reading glasses, I can't see it. Maybe it's time for me to go see my doctor for new specs. Okay, when I come back, one last item. Okay, so here's another company I had never heard of before. Very intrigued, fell into a rabbit hole discovering it, and I'm talking about Hocht, Germany. This is the tiniest vase I've ever put in the shop. This is Hocht, H-O-C-S-T. I do not speak German. I do not know how to pronounce it, so we're gonna go with Hocht. This is Germany. This is a company that started in Frankfurt, Germany. This is the third oldest porcelain maker in Germany. They are from 1746. That is when they started. Mason, if you know Mason, started a little bit earlier than them. I think Mason started in 1710, I think. But one of the guys who worked for Mason started Hawks Company. So Hawks provided the same quality and craftsmanship than Mason. So basically they were competitors. All right. They've been around ever since. It is super high-end porcelain. This is kind of like the Sèvres of Germany. I'm not overhyping it. I'm just establishing it for what it is. And you can tell when you look at it and you touch it, just the way it's made. Now, I've been online. I don't see a lot of it. When I see it, it's very expensive. There's not a lot of it. Replacement.com barely has any of it. And when I see it, it's little items like this, which tells me that these are items that people can afford when they go and visit. You know, like tourists, and they want to buy something, they can't afford much. And I'm talking like probably $150, $200 they buy this because everything else after that is in the $500 range. So I'm guessing this is what it is. But it's a beautiful bud vase. Now, my mom used to say, if you're going to buy me a vase, buy me something this small because my apartment is small and I can't put a big vase anywhere. So she got like a small desk and she always favored small vases like this. So let me stop talking and show you the vase, shall we? Okay, here we go. Look at this. Can you see the stripe pattern on it? I don't know if it shows. Hand painted gold accent. Hawks at the bottom and signed by the artist. I don't know who he is. It's number 2220, the shape, and the pattern is 545. So it's got flowers in the front and just in the back, like a little repeat. It's such a delicate thing. So I don't know how to do that pattern here. I'm going to assume it's like a comb. They put the white glaze and then they comb over it to kind of like give it a ridge. Yeah, because it is ridged. So it's more of a ridge than a stripe. But it's pretty. Look at this thing. It's the tiniest little face. Anyway, I could go on forever. What would I keep? These are the two I would keep. And I say every week, I just can't keep everything, okay? But these are the two I would keep. And maybe I would keep these two. I have two boys. If I had a boy and a girl, I would definitely keep, but I have two boys, so it would have no meaning pretty much in my household. So that's it. These are the items coming up tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you all for supporting my shop and making my dream come true and making me very happy. I enjoy doing this more than anything else. Sourcing, cleaning, processing, researching, packing, selling, talking about the items, touching them, cataloging. This is it's more than a hobby, it's a passion of mine. I'm very happy and very comfortable doing this, and I know some people don't care for it, but if I could, that's all I would do. That's all I would do. I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. I hope you enjoyed these items. I'm looking forward to seeing them. And if you want to see close-ups and learn a little bit more about the items or get an idea what they really look like, because sometimes the camera, you know, check out the web page, my Etsy shop, Frenchy and Tubby on Etsy. The link is right here and down below. I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.